Hi, you join us here on Billy's official website on the first of hopefully many interviews with Billy. Just having a chat about things about Billy's career and certain movies that he's done, certain stage plays that he's done. How are you, Billy? Welcome.
I'm very well, thank you, Stuart.
Good, good. Uh, I think for this interview, I'd like to talk about is what you did and how you started and all the
Yeah.
rest of it. Take you back to your childhood days,
Ah,
running about barefoot in
halcyon days.
the streets of Glasgow. Um, Did you always know that you were going to be an actor? I mean, was that your dream and your ambition?
From very early on, actually, it was. I can't think of an actual moment when I thought I'm definitely going to be an actor from now on. But I remember being in guidance meetings, which you used to have at school, when they'd ask you what do you want to be, and I said an actor, and the guidance teacher said, well, I wouldn't tell anyone else that. Honestly,
Flesh.
that's growing up in Glasgow. Maybe wasn't the best thing to be, but yeah. So from quite an early age.
And did you do any acting at school or?
Yeah, in fact, that's probably the moment, if I really thought about it, that we did a play at primary school when I was around 10 or 11, I would think. We did Oliver, the musical, and I played the Artful Dodger, and from that moment on, I was pretty sure I wanted to be an actor, you know.
And what age were you then?
I would think about 10.
10.
I was
The
that.
Artful Dodger.
Yeah, it was great. In fact, I remember to show the kind of support that my parents gave me at that point. We had a holiday booked in Butlins in Ayr, and it clashed with a show, and my dad drove me back up to Glasgow to do the show from the holiday. So that was quite nice. Maybe not a lot of parents would do that.
So so you had the kind of first bite at your acting cherry.
Yes.
You, you did all that, and so did you just carry on? Did you do any professional work when you were at school, or were you signed up to any agencies when you were young?
No, there was no sort of doing adverts or being picked from obscurity to be some sort of film star. Uh, Although I did do amateur productions while I was at school. In fact, all through secondary school, I was at a place called the Dolphin Arts Centre in Bridgeton in Glasgow, and we used to do kind of small shows and Christmas shows. And I was always sort of involved in that. But in the secondary school that I went to, there wasn't a huge kind of drama department or anything, so there was no shows during that time.
So nothing at school, and so it was just amateur groups
Yeah,
around Glasgow.
yeah, just this Dolphin Arts Centre.
And is this where you found out you could sing, your famed singing voice?
Well, yeah, we used to do some singing then. Yeah, and I think that's more kind of singing at parties in the house in New Year. You know, when all the grown-ups would
Come
say,
on,
"Come
Billy,
on, Billy,
give
give
us
us
a
a song." Oh God, I have to. I'm watching the telly.
You stay up late if you say.
Exactly. Yeah,
You stay
that's
up
true.
late. And so you were doing that, and then when did you leave school?
I left school. I stayed on for one extra year, so I left when I was just before I was 17. In fact, I remember because I started a job. I started working in a printers as a bookbinder. I used to bind books, and I remember my 17th birthday because all the men in the factory took me round to the pub and got the barman to wind me up, you know, kind of pretend to throw me out because I wasn't 18 and stuff. Yeah, so I remember it was just before my 17th.
And so all the time you were still hankering to do some acting.
Well,
Were you doing any acting while you were?
strangely enough, Stuart, I didn't do any when I was at work. For some reason, it just sort of get forgotten about in that period in my life. Although I probably still thought about it, but it was a kind of busy time, and you know, a lot.
Did the guidance teacher actually dishearten you? Did you go out the room and go, oh
Oh
well?
well, I think they did actually. Yeah, I think that's quite a dangerous thing, you know, to someone kind of that sort of age when you're choosing what you want to do. I think it's quite dangerous to do something that's going to put them off,
Hmm.
you know, in such an obvious way. So I suppose he did. Yeah.
Okay.
I will. What was his name again? Stewart something.
So you did the bookbinding, and that was for a number of years, or
That
was
was 6 years.
it? Right.
That was 4 years apprenticeship, and then once my apprenticeship finished, I stayed at it for another 2 years, and then I just got really sick of it. I knew it wasn't what I wanted to do, and I did know at that point I wanted to do some acting, so I went to drama school, and I applied for drama school kind of by accident actually, because I'd planned to go to America to just spend a year there after I'd finished work. So I phoned up the drama school to find out about applying when I came back from America, but they said they still had some spaces for that year. And I thought, well, God. They said, do you want to apply for this year? And I thought, well, yeah. And I knew nothing about it. I hadn't done any acting for 6 years, and even when I did, it was Christmas shows, and you had to do one piece from Shakespeare and one other piece, and I had no idea. So I went back to the woman who used to teach me at the Dolphin Arts Centre, who was now working at the Scottish Youth Theatre, and asked her if she could pick two pieces for me and help me out with them. And she did, and I applied and went to America. And I was in America about a month, and I got a letter through saying that I'd been accepted. So I came back again and started studying.
So what theatre did you see when you were growing up? Did you see any? Was it pantos, or was it more than that?
Yeah, when I was growing up, before I went to drama school, I basically saw no theatre except for Christmas shows.
Right.
Just seeing the pantomime at Christmas, which I don't know if that's a British thing. I don't know if they have that.
I don't think that. No,
I don't think
it's
they
a
do.
British thing.
I think, in Italian theatre and French theatre they have kind of a similar thing, commedia dell'arte and stuff like that, but I don't think they have it in the States of that. But it's a very big family outing at Christmas, as you would know, when the whole family go and watch the pantomime, which is great. But we didn't really go to see any other theatre. It was films that really kind of turned me on to acting. Watching things like Star Wars. That was what made me think, well, after I thought I can't actually be a Jedi Knight, then maybe I'll be an actor.
The guidance counsellor would have laughed at you. I'd like to be a Jedi Knight.
Yes, exactly. I wouldn't tell anybody else that. Oh, it's the same
Suddenly,
answer.
Suddenly an actor's not such a bad career path.
Exactly.
A Jedi Knight. So you all had this dream, then suddenly you were at college.
Yeah.
I think we'll have a wee chat about college in our next interview, Billy, but for now, thanks very much.
Hey, that was great. Thank you very much, Stuart.